Quick! Die! Go! God! God! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Go! Go!
It's time you all heard the truth.
Whoa!
We've
Whoa!
survived drought. We've survived floods, plague and fires and failed harvests. But now we face a far greater catastrophe. You all know full well what I'm talking about. Cities! Everyone here knows someone who has moved away for a better life, they said. But what's the truth? Every city is a hotbed of sin. People live one on top of the other. Everyone drinking and stealing and fornicating.
Give up!
Right.
Easy! I surrender!
You're a wanted man. You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have, and I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine, and if I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for them too.
That bastard.
Utter nonsense, all of this. You're keeping me from an important mission. You'll have to answer to the nobility for this.
I apologise, my lord. I must have made a mistake. Let's just forget about this.
That's a beautiful bull you've got there. You don't see an animal like that every day.
Aye, and nothing is the finest animal far and wide. He wasn't cheap either.
What's an animal like that worth, anyway?
A big, strong bull like him, and pure white too. At least a dozen cows. No, make that 2 dozen. That's why I keep a close eye on him. I have the barn guarded all night. Say, you're a bit too interested in a nothing. What's this about?
I'm considering buying it from you, but only if it's really worth it.
I see. But I'm not that eat for sale. You'll have to look somewhere else.
For a better life, they said. But what's the truth? Every city is a hotbed of sin. People live one on top of the other. Everyone drinking and stealing and fornicating right on the streets. What's more, the proudest cities build walls so nobody can see all that filth. But we know they're detestable to kings and noblemen and even God. And they even have the cheek to demand that... No, I say, enough is enough. If they can't provide for themselves, let them die.
Always welcome here, good sir. My God, these furry mutts.
God bless. Greetings to you, friend.
Come here! Here you go. Take it.
What?
Greetings, sir.
Here, mutt.
Good doggy. Good boy.
My humble respects.
God bless you, sir.
You should have a light.
All right. What am I gonna do with you? Aye. This'll be good.
God, what are you doing? Strolling about without a light.
Huh? To hell with you! Ah! Here you go. Take it. Here it is. Another piece of Brunswick's armor. Go! Go!
Whoa, whoa.
Good. Heal. Dick!
You're no match for us! I yield! Mercy!
Die for that, you... Alert! Alert!
Brunswick's helm. I have it. Look what I have for you. Aye, aye, you silly doggy.
Blessings to you.
I took care of that poacher. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
Excellent. Who was this crook?
Some arsehole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely. Here's the reward I promised. And now I'll drink to it, I reckon. We can both have a little celebration. What do you say?
I think I'll leave that up to you. You've had more practice than me.
You're good.
Is there anything more I can help you with?
I don't need anything more from you.
And is there some other gamekeeper around?
Lad, the only proper gamekeeper around here is me. But Nabokov has a gamekeeper too. You could try him.
Uh-huh. And what's his name?
Varel, as in barrel. Go and see him.
Where does he live?
Close to Nabokov Mill. He's got a cottage on a hill and his eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this. How to say it? This ghost. So it might be worth talking about if it's still troubling him.
Well, you got me curious. Thanks for the tip.
Fuck off before I kill you.
Sick!
Kurva! Someone tore off that mutt!
Whoa! Quick! Quick! God! Whoa!
I'm putting this nicely, since you're practically my brother now. Go home, or we'll drag you there. Laying.
What's going on here?
These two fuckers turfed me out of the tavern.
Who are you calling a fucker, you drunkard?
It's always the same with that fella. He drinks one too many, makes a racket, and starts looking for a fight.
Nah, he's just having a bit of fun. So go easy on him. You won't budge him if he doesn't want to.
Aye. Only he's supposed to be marrying my sister in the morning.
Pissed as a newt.
Fuck you. You're just pissed off that they didn't give her to you.
Shut up.
Blah. I'm in the right. You're in the shit, and with not a groschen to your name.
You're getting married tomorrow in this state? Whatever will the wench think of you?
I'm getting married, even if they have to carry me to the altar.
Poor girl. This sack of shit will be no good for her.
Calm down. Don't forget he's going to be my relative come tomorrow.
What? No good for her? She says she wants a horse. I'll get her a whole stable of them. She says she fancies an apple. I'll buy her an orchard. And when she wants children, then...
Then she'll come to me, because you'll be lying in a drunkard stupor under the table.
Oh, yeah? Come on, then.
You all need to grow up. Fighting here might make you look like tough men. But what about the poor girl? On her wedding day, her groom will be dragged in, bruised and battered by the bailiff, and her brother and his mate will be labelled troublemakers.
I'm not the one causing trouble here.
Everybody get some sleep and let it go.
Let's go, Franta.
Meddler.
Look, we're all fond of Zdenka. We want the best for her. Just each in his own way.
I'm sorry.
Greetings. Hey, you're all bloody.
I'll have a look at your wares. Let's talk about the price.
I suppose we could give it a try.
Satisfied?
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more. Aye, that sum will convince me. Happy to be of service, sir.
I apologize.
Excuse me. Hold up, innkeeper.
Why do you and the Zhelyov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Olbram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial. But the Zhelyevites took it from us.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it. And remember it he did. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other way around. And that pasture belonged to Zhelyov.
Well, can't you all just reach some kind of agreement?
Do you think we haven't tried? But there's no talking to the Zhelyevites. Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Olbram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Zhelyevites are at wit's end, they come at us, and nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
And how did they take it?
Save the jokes. There's a tree. My father, but then
I'm throwing so well, I'll use up my money for a whole week.
Have you tried asking Lord von Burgov for help?
Of course, but he'd have none of it. He said it's up to the Trotskovitz bailiff to sort it out. But the bailiff couldn't care less. He said we should deal with Olbram ourselves, or he'll have us caned and clapped in the pillory.
What's new around?
Nothing new. It's quiet.
It's done. Olbram's bull isn't as white as it used to be.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, mate. Olbram must be having a fit. I can almost see it.
To hell with the fucking pricks. The lousy cities are...
All right, then. Here's the reward I promised you. Every last groschen.
Thanks.
And since you already got caught up in our little dispute, maybe you can help me with something else.
So, what can I help the Takovites with this time?
We're planning to meet with the Geliovites in the pasture that they keep arguing with us about. We'll sort it all out with them there. Nicely. Man to man. Wouldn't you like to join us?
Why not? After painting that bull, it would actually be quite a pleasant change to talk things over face to face.
Aye. Talk. We'll get into a huge argument and then start punching each other in the gob. So then, should I send for Olbram so we can get going?
Wouldn't you rather call an end to this endless feud with the Geliovites? That way, you'd each have half of the pasture, and everyone's happy, no?
Chance would be a fine thing. Olbram will never give up. He says the whole pasture is his.
The bordeth by the orchard, that's where I got my arse kicked.
Oh, who knows what the old fool got his arse kicked for back then.
You should talk to the bailiff and get him to support you.
Thrush! He already said ages ago he doesn't want to get involved. He even threatened us with the stocks if we keep bothering him.
Well, as you wish. You know what? I'll go have a talk with Thrush. Would you wait for me for a bit?
All right, but don't get your hopes up. And don't you go ganging up with them Gelioff bastards against us.
I wish you a pleasant day.
Can't get any better than this.
Jesus Christ be praised.
surprise. The sermons have been awful lately. If I hear about...
Look what I have for you. Ka! Go! Go!
Leave me alone. Where do you think you're going? Leave me alone.
Oh, you pooch.
Good morning.
Why did you become a herbalist?
Let me guess. It seems like a woman's work to you, eh?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that the only herbalists I know are women. You're the first male one I've met.
My grandmother taught me everything I know. She used to take me with her to the forest and told me something about every herb she picked. What it's called, where it grows, and what it's good for. And in the evenings, she tested me mercilessly on everything. If I made a single mistake, I got a slap on the ear.
You memorized everything? No recipes?
Why? I keep all the recipes in my head and measure out the ingredients by eye.
Isn't it dangerous not knowing the exact amounts and mixing the potions by eye?
Maybe for me. If I lick my fingers while crushing some herb Paris, for instance. But I've never poisoned anyone yet. Well, at least not by mistake.
But people trust you anyway, since they buy salves and healing potions from you.
What else can they do? The only real apothecary here is Emmerich, and he charges a lot. Besides, he moved here from the city.
Show me your wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
Do you accept?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost. You see, I knew we'd make a deal. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
I didn't boil that wormwood long enough, did I?
What would you like?
Show me your way. Word about the price.
Very well.
What would you say to this?
Well, if you offer a little bit... You see, I was glad to be of help to you, good sir. I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir. What do you need, sir?
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand...
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right, then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have two conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
Well, maybe...
First you talk me into fight. Come back when... How can I help you today, friend?
So, what about our fight?
Fine. Let's get this over. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ha! Ah! 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 Don't be a coward and attack! Ah! No, you don't. I really don't need this. So what's it gonna be?
I'll crush you!
You're telling me you beat all the fighters in the area? That was something! I'll tell you. And that was something! So what's it gonna be? So what's it gonna be? Take that! And now you're mine! You're telling me you beat all the fight... Ah! 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 I'll fucking pay... Ah!
There. That's that.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
Isn't it a bit of a lonely life?
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people coming here for herbs, salves, and once in a blue moon, someone comes and challenges me to a fight.
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part, but people have been coming here for herbs more and more often. If they're polite and ask nicely, I even let them pay me back later. Times are tough.
Sounds pretty boring.
You might be surprised. It can get pretty scary in the woods at night. Especially now, with all those bandits roaming the region.
Aren't you afraid they'll come here?
What would they do here? I'm just a dirty herbalist with a hut full of dried plants. Unless they're at death's door themselves.
What would you do if someone like that came to you?
I don't rightly know myself. A broken leg or a dagger in the gut hurts everyone the same. That's true. But when I just think about that scum going off and killing someone the next day, it sends chills down my spine.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke. So I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskowitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name. But I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away. But trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge?
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put two and two together.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right? Or are those just rumours?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't think you did anything wrong to anyone.
I reckon you're the only one around here who thinks that. The locals think the worst of me. They don't even try to hide it. But as soon as they have a cut or an itch, they come running for help.
And you're more than happy to help them. Doesn't their behaviour bother you?
It does. But at least they don't threaten to burn my hut down, which makes a pleasant change.
You said you could teach me something. What was it?
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs. People come to me.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time. Sometimes they'd be better off going straight to the priest.
That sounds like it could come in handy.
But if I'm supposed to teach you something, it won't be for free.
I understand. I'd be happy to pay you.
All right. What do you want to know?
Teach me a few tricks.
So what do you...
Here you go. Take it.
Christ, pardon me.
Nothing. What would you like?
I sorted everything out. Let's go and meet the Geliovites and have a discussion.
Finally! Come on, let's call the lads over and send for Olbram. Hey there, Geliovites! Did you miss us?
You know they did. They could hardly sleep.
Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around in Geliov too.
You see? They're provoking us again. And they brought a stranger. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard right over there.
What do we care where you got smacked around?
Don't laugh at him.
Listen to yourselves. All this useless racket for nothing. Why don't you leave things the way they are and split the pasture in half once and for all?
No splitting. It's all ours. I remember.
He's making it up. He just wants to take what's ours.
Seems a bit too convenient that he's the only one who remembers that the whole pasture belongs to them. The old coot hardly remembers which hole is for eating and which is for shitting.
Old Obram's always fuming, says half the pasture's his. Claim he'd graze his own bull there, but he's a fool, he is.
What did you say, you ass?
Keep my nothing out of your mouth. You know how long it took to wash off all that bloody paint? Which one of you was it?
So what? That was just a bit of fun.
You'll laugh on the other side of your face when we kick your asses.
That's right. Get him, lad.
I'd change my mind if I were you. Or did you forget who you were talking to?
Wait. That's him, isn't it?
That's the fella that kicked our asses at the tavern. Hell no. I don't want a repeat of that.
What are you doing? Get back here, you cowards!
Enough talk! Get 'em, lads!
You did it nicely.
Yeah!
Slice him up! Help me with him!
Geliov is a disgusting shithole!
Oh, thanks to God and the blessed
Quick.
Virgin.
I hope that's enough.
Wake up!
Hey! Wake up!
I have to say, for a bunch of ordinary villagers, you fight well.
It ain't our first time, mate. And you held your own.
Well, I feel right at home in a fistfight. If you ever have another one planned...
I would happily kick Olbram's ass 3 times a day. But he isn't getting any younger. Can't have him on my conscience, eh? It's more than enough that you helped us defend Tachov's honor. And don't think we don't know how to reward good deeds like that. We have a nice pile of groschen for you.
Thank you. And if those Geliovites ever cause any more trouble, let me know.
God be with you, good sir.
Wake up!
What are you doing, you whistler? You silly doggy.
Huh?